First things first, let's give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakakwadash. The blessings to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the true worshippers that worship in the spirit and in the truth to wake up the elect of the nation of Israel. That's you so-called Native Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, and you so-called blacks. You are the true biblical Israelites, according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. Also, the RFID microchip is the MOTB, the mark of the. Alright? Also, World War III is imminent, and most importantly, our big brother Yahawashi is about to make his return to exact judgment upon the wicked, the ones that take the mark, and to save his elect, the ones that will not accept the mark. Alright? The ones that will not accept the mark. Which brings us to the title of this lesson, which will be titled The Hour of Temptation is Nearer Than You Think, or Closer Than You Think, yeah? Alright, the hour of temptation is closer than you think. And as you can see, the video I have right here, it says Neuralink begins human trials, alright? Which Neuralink is going to be a part of the MO to the T to the B, the mark of the, So, and we're going to get into it, show you the information, how that's going to work. Then get the scriptures, to link it up. So hopefully this lesson will be edifying. Let's jump right into the video.
The United States Food and Drug Administration has finally given their approval for Elon Musk's brain implant company Neuralink to begin their first ever clinical human trial. Let that sink in. This is not just a big deal for Neuralink, but it is an amazing new opportunity for the field of neuroscience. Brain-computer interface is nothing new. It's been around since the 90s, but the approach that Neuralink is taking with their invasive BCI implant is entirely novel. The way that this company is leveraging modern technology to create an ultra-high bandwidth interface directly into the cerebral cortex is light years ahead of anything that has come before. The window of opportunity for Neuralink to change the world is open, and here is how they're going to do it. On May 25th, Neuralink announced through their Twitter account that they have received FDA approval to launch their first in-human clinical study. Now, that's not necessarily an all clear to start opening up people's skulls right away, but it is a big first step on that very important path. The FDA acknowledged in a statement that the agency has cleared Neuralink to use its brain implant and surgical robot for trials on patients, but declined to provide any more details. This is a moment that has been 7 years in the making. The startup was founded by Musk in 2016 with a grand vision of curing all brain diseases, reversing spinal cord injuries, and correcting disabilities, plus some other stuff about interfacing the human brain with artificial.
Aren't those the same things that Yahawashi did while he was here? Yahawashi performed miracles, And that's what these people are trying to do. Alright? And they're going to exchange miracles for your complete compliance and obedience and basically your soul,
With artificial superintelligence to prevent a Terminator-style apocalypse, but we're not going there today. Waiting on this approval has felt like a much longer time because as early as 2019, Elon was making predictions that human trials were coming very soon. And then it became an annual occurrence for Elon to assure us that Neuralink trials would happen by the end of this year. But at an official Neuralink show and tell event on November 30th, Elon and his team stood on the stage and promised that FDA approval was coming within the next 6 months. That turned out to be pretty much bang on accurate. And the FDA announcement actually came as a bit of a surprise to us, having read this Reuters special report published on March 2nd, which explicitly stated that the FDA had already rejected Neuralink's application for human trials based on safety concerns, and going on what was said in the text, it kind of appeared like the company was essentially dead in the water. Within the multi-thousand-word article, Reuters refers to more than a dozen unnamed sources who claim to be both current and former employees of Neuralink. According to their uncited reports, Neuralink is a widely unsafe, recklessly fast-paced work environment that is littered with dead animals. Obviously, from where we are sitting, there's no way for me to know the real truth of the matter, but either the Reuters...
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, yo, because this was always going to get pushed, you know? It was never going to be halted or stopped, cancelled, you know? This is just some good old-fashioned control opposition. You know, you have to have somebody opposing it, you know, put doubt in, because they know that there is always two types of people, the ones that are with it and the ones that have doubts, you know. So you can't fool us, man. You can't fool us. We know that this thing was always going to get pushed no matter what, because it's prophecy. Prophecy has to happen, yo. Again, this lesson is called give me a sec. This lesson is called The Hour of Temptation is Closer Than You Think, right? So looking for 2 Corinthians 2 verse 10, verse 11. So it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And those are the men of the Lord, the ones that are not ignorant, the only ones that are ignorant of the enemy's devices, what the beast has in store for us, all right?
Reuters' article was based on wonky, inaccurate accounting, or the FDA just doesn't care and approve the technology anyway. And that's all we're going to say about that, because honestly, it doesn't matter. Regardless of what may or may not be going on behind the scenes, Neuralink is approved to move on to the next phase of development right now. And we'll just have to see how that plays.
Yeah, approved by Yahweh Shai. You know, ultimately he controls everything, both sides. And he has already spoken, man. He has already spoken, and his word has to be fulfilled. All right. I want to jump to 7 minutes.
Sensors all over it. This can read the electrical signals in the brain, but it doesn't do a very good job. To get a good connection to the brain, we need to go invasive with our BCI. The current industry standard for invasive BCI is something called the Utah Array. It's a square computer chip with a whole bunch of little electrode spikes coming out of it. So what they do is cut out a chunk of your skull, insert the Utah Array into the outer layer of your brain, and then attach a miniature computing device directly onto the top of your head that connects to the array on one end and has a big wire coming out the other end. Typically, they will have to do this twice, so you'd have 2 spikes in the brain and 2 computer boxes with wires coming out the top of your head. This sounds gruesome, but it is extremely effective. The best example I've seen so far is the story of Gert-Jan Oskum. This guy was injured in a motorcycle accident 12 years ago that left him paralyzed from the waist down, but he's recently regained the ability to walk thanks to BCI technology. In Mr. Oskum's case, he has electrode arrays inserted into both halves of his brain, and those are connected with the 2 devices that he wears on a head strap. Those brain sensors are then wired into a device on Oscom's walker that is then wired into a second electrode array implanted in his spine. The computer placed in between the two implants uses machine learning to decode the neurological signals coming out of the brain and then converts those into electrical stimulation that is delivered to the spinal cord, which will trigger the desired muscle movements. As miraculous as this technology is at its current state, there are some obvious drawbacks.
And that's what I wanted to hear, yo. So it was at 8 minutes 50 seconds. Yeah. He said he used the word miraculous. What they're doing is miraculous. And that's what the Bible describes what the beast would be doing, you know, creating miracles, doing miracles in these times, yo. All right. And we're gonna go to Revelation 13. We'll go to Revelation 13 now. 13. We're gonna start at verse 13. All right. It says, "And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men." And you know that's talking about thermonuclear capability or missiles, you know, and or missiles. Verse 14 says, "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles." By the means of those miracles. All right. He had power to do in the sight of the beast. All right. So these so-called brain chips, you know, which is a part of the MOTB, is made to look attractive, to do miracles, to cause the paraplegic or the handicap to be corrected, you know, the cripple, as you saw in the video, gain the ability to walk once more, you know, through Esau's technology. All right, through the beast's technology. So that's how they're doing the miracles that Revelation 13 verse 14 speaks about. All right, let me finish this verse. It says, "Saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had wound by a sword, and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." Verse 16, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Where? In their foreheads. That's Neuralink, yo. That's Neuralink.
Drawbacks and severe limitations. Even the researchers working on Mr. Oscar. All of that equipment that we saw the patient wearing on top of his head would be replaced by the Neuralink N1 implant. Elon loves to describe this device as a Fitbit that sits inside your skull, and that's actually very accurate to what it is. Neuralink has been recruiting engineers from the wearable tech industry to help them develop the N1 with its Bluetooth connectivity and wireless.
It's so obvious. That's what the scriptures are describing, yo. Let me read it one more time. Verse 16, "And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Now, besides doing all these so-called miracles, you know, by way of Esau's technology, there's also another thing that they want to accomplish. All right, that has to do with they can't buy or sell anything. They can't do anything within the beast system, right? Which is they want to be able to do, and it said it in the video, but we can't watch all the video, yo. All right, so I'm just gonna tell you. I'll share the link, and you watch the video for yourself. But they said that besides doing all those miracles, you will be able to interface with VR technology. VR technology, which means you'll be able to do beyond their use internet, phone, all those type of things, All right. So therefore, and we're heading into a cashless society. Everything will be digital. So, imagine having, well, they are imagining having their brain chip and just being able to do everything without lifting a finger, going to sleep at night, wake up in the morning, and just log right into their VR world instead of getting up and going to work or going to, just do something, going to actually live. They're setting up for a future, for a system, a beast system that is what's that movie called? Don't remember what's that movie called, but one where you live in a virtual world, the movie Surrogate, with the guy from that stars in Die Hard, is one of the examples, of what they'd like to accomplish in a VR world. So, don't be ignorant of their devices, man. All right, and it's time we you people wake up and see what's happening. I hear people still talking about the mark of the beast is this, it's that, and it doesn't correlate at all with the scriptures. It doesn't go with the scriptures, You've used the scripture as filter, all right. So how can people get anything else, different from the RFID microchip and Elon Musk's brain chip, How can anybody see anything different from that and call it the MOTB after you've read the scriptures, After you've read the standard, the blueprint, the characteristics of it, All right? Wake up, man. We're going to get that one. Romans 13 verse 11 says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time. What is the time, It's almost the hour of temptation. Again, that's the name of this this lesson. The hour of temptation is closer, closer than you think. All right. So now is the time. All right. That now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe, because you have to wake up in order to and come to this truth in order to be saved. You have to wake up in order to know what to do in those times, in order to call upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, so that He will carry you and keep you in the hour of temptation. We're going to get that as our last scripture, all right, which is Revelation 3. Revelation 3 and 10. It reads, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Yeah, it's temptation, And this is the cunning hunter Esau that's tempting you, All right, so he's gonna make, and cunning meaning he's gonna make it look attractive. He has set or is setting up a snare for you, which a snare is an attractive trap. It's a trap made to look attractive, something that you want, you think you can't live without, so that's what Esau the cunning hunter is doing, man. All right, so it's gonna tempt you, Of course, if you're in a wheelchair, nobody can blame you for wanting to walk again, but not at the cost of your own soul, man. Not at the no way. It could never be worth it, yeah. So it says, which shall come upon all the earth to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And that's what we want, man. Even if we end up in a wheelchair, all right? We want the Spirit to endure and to hold fast that which we know, man. Hold fast to this word and have faith in it, all right? Till the Lord comes, he says he will be coming quickly, yo, that to give us a crown. So hold fast that no man takes our crown. All right. So I hope this lesson was edifying. You know, and once more, let's give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors again to the apostles and elders of Great Stone, and shalom to all the true worshippers.